That's okay. We're watching for some of the fog, though, as we're heading out tonight. And
yeah, tomorrow morning could be kind of slow. We might see some fog delays. It's not uncommon to see some of the school districts maybe have some issues, especially in some of the outlying areas. That will be a real problem tomorrow morning as we're going to see a foggy start. But here's the thing, it's going to be a quick turnaround. Sunny and much warmer as we go into the afternoon. That southwest wind is going to help mix the fog out. It's also going to usher in some super warm temperatures tomorrow and even warmer. I'm going to call it heat because we're talking about by far the hottest air of the season so far. Your hour-by-hour forecast tomorrow, some fog early on, around 50 degrees in the morning. Sun breaks out, southwest wind. Look at those temperatures shooting all the way up into the upper 70s, if not close to 80 degrees. The clouds will be the key part. The longer they hang on, probably the more likely we will stay in the mid to upper 70s. More sunshine, we go right up to 80 degrees. Still some lingering clouds and showers out there to our southwest, but the warm air, it's on the move. It's going to invade us tomorrow with temperatures in the 70s. But Friday, check out some of these temperatures well into the 80s, even in the mid 80s. By far the warmest day of the year so far. Saturday will be an interesting day. Cold front approaches from the west, likely going to tap into some pretty warm air as well and could produce some strong thunderstorms. You see the warm front pushing through. Watch these lines of scattered showers and storms trying to make a run at us on Saturday. So a lot of outdoor activities on Saturday. I think we'll be okay by evening because it looks like this first batch moves through. The main front is still back here. This looks like one of those prefrontal troughs that moved through. So for Charlotte FC's home match, we should be okay by game time, but tailgating might be an issue. Looking at the thunderstorm risk, you can see some of that thunderstorm fuel building to the west early in the afternoon. That could lead to some scattered thunderstorms. So while I don't expect widespread rain on Saturday, don't be surprised if there is some cloud to ground lightning. And we know how lightning and Charlotte FC home games have gone over the last year. There's that line early on, but you see by 4 o'clock it pushes east. So fingers crossed right now, we should be in good shape by match time. Now looking at the severe weather risk tomorrow into Thursday and Friday, they'll start to build to our west, but thankfully it'll weaken as it moves into the Carolinas. Just a heads up with the southwest wind, the warm air moving in, the pollen is going to jump right back up to some of the highest levels we've seen so far. It's been pretty high pretty early. Now we're getting into that time of year where it really starts to peak, and it should be pretty bad over the next couple of days. Weekend rain, you can see it moving out fairly quickly on Saturday. We get a break on Sunday, and then early next week, there's our next storm system, mainly staying to the south. So tomorrow, really a warm day. Southwest winds will warm up, blow the pollen all over the place, clear the fog out in the morning, and temperatures mostly in the mid to upper 70s. A few spots with enough sunshine could touch 80 degrees. Here's your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Look at Friday, 86 degrees. The record's 88. We won't be that far away, but I think we'll be just shy of it. Mid to upper 70s this weekend. Next week, kind of a brief cool down in the middle of the week on our 10-day forecast. Keep an eye on Wednesday morning. If you think we're done with the frost or freeze, maybe 1 or 2 more of those nights where we get close could be in the offing next week and early April. So still hold off till April 15th to plant those tender vegetation.
Wow.